Hi, how are you? So I'd like to talk about Craftopia, which really caught my eye because of how much it looks like Zelda Breath of the Wild, but with multiplayer. And it's been quite a surprising and addictive game, and it's got all of that early access goodness in it. I mean, just take a look at this.
It's like a mixture of Ark Survival and Breath of the Wild together. Oh man, I got an achievement for moving.
It started by telling me to go punch a tree. So yeah, that's pretty Ark.
Well, I just punched a lady and then she ran off and she's run underneath the water and now she's drowning. Oh, that was hilarious. She drowned.
I mean, where do you see that sort of thing? It's awesome. So, I mean, I'll tell you what really quite impressed me was when I just saw a little bit of the trailer and just watch a little bit of it. See, from that, I already have so many questions. Just exactly what sort of game is this? But before we get too far, I can say 3 things that I really like. The game is just over 10 gigabytes. You can play up to 8 people. And while you need maybe decent spec computer, you don't need the latest and greatest, and also you can play it on Xbox. So, to start, you get greeted with the character creation, which I can always spend far too much time in enjoying. And then you get greeted by the shortest intro movie that I've ever seen because it's a blink and you missed it.
Oh wait, this little intro movie, is it? Okay, the world just blew up.
Apparently that's it. You press the button and you blow up the world. Thanks very much. So then you get dunked into a new world, and after getting your bearings, one thing that's really nice in here is this little mission bar at the top right. At first I didn't even see it, but it tells you things to do, and it really helps aid to make the game really intuitive on what you can do. So it's got little tasks and achievements of, say here, punching trees 5 times, punching rocks 5 times, because that's what we do in real life, right? And after you collected a few materials, you can craft a few different things. There's a nice little menu to show off a few things you can craft to start, such as tools to help you mine different sorts of things, and game quickly tells you if you're using the wrong tool or the wrong task. Yeah, the mission categories are really quite good. It really helps the game make it feel like it's not a chore to learn, because there's nothing worse than tutorials which keep interrupting your gameplay, and this game doesn't really have any of that. And if anything, there's even a slight little dopamine effect, a little bit of satisfaction every time you clear off a mission, you do something, and after you finish off a set of them, you can claim a reward for doing them. And a lot of them, especially in the early parts, it doesn't feel like you're needing to specifically do something different to try to achieve them, like you're making your way out to achieve them. Like, quite a lot of them just get completed in the natural course of you just playing. Right, now we can come to one of my favourite parts. One of the things that really drew me to this game is catching on fire. I mean, being able to use a paraglider to traverse and also to get a bird's eye view of the whole environment. And yeah, you could easily be confused that this game is Zelda Breath of the Wild. In fact, I'm surprised there isn't a copyright or suitcase, or maybe there is. In fact, I feel like I need to look this up. Okay, let's see. You're not the first to say it. This topic has been discussed so much and long. They're transparent about what they do. They bought most assets to make this game. Okay, looks like it's all done in a known quantity. But yeah, I think that's one thing that really drew me to this game, was I really liked Breath of the Wild, and this game seemed like a multiplayer version of it. So you need to build these altars of civilizations. so you can progress to the next age, kind of like Age of Empires, advancing up so you can unlock new technologies, and this also helps out being kind of like a seamless tutorial really, as you unlock bit by bit what you can craft and what minerals you need, because it could be quite overwhelming to have all the different options, different materials, if they were all just presented all at once. So I quite like this, and it again feels quite rewarding unlocking these one by one, and also provides as an incentive as you need certain resources to be able to advance to the next stage. And so not only is there world crafting, there's quite a bit of character crafting, RPG elements where you can decide what paths your character wants to take. It's still early in the game, I haven't figured them all out, but instantly you can see, seems like you can take a combat class type profession or magic class, and potentially a couple more. And so far it's been really just enjoyable just figuring this all out. And this seems to be a really big part of this game, is who knew you could build a torch, which could then light a chicken on fire, which then could light a whole forest on fire. And oops. And actually that brings another point, is the death system is not too punishing. It's pretty relaxed, pretty chill. You lose a little bit of gold, which I don't even know what you do with yet, but after a few seconds you just respawn. Now, all in all, multiplayer does seem to work fine and well. There have been the occasional times where I just haven't been able to connect. It just times out, and I don't know why. But most of the time it has been seamless and works well. I believe the connection is all peer-to-peer at the moment, so it's really reliant on yours and your friends' networks. Okay, so combat. I'm still early in the game, like I said, but I've tried some of the basic weapons. You can start off with your fists, you can build swords, shields, sticks, and bows as well. And to start off with, you get a few basic swings, just mashing your controller buttons, and it looks like you can unlock some skills as well, and unlock some different combos. It definitely looks like it's all there, and everything feels really responsive. Oh, this one I like. So first of all, these two-handed swords, they're huge. You can get these big ass cloud swords from FF7, and you can charge up like you're gonna do Kaioken 10x and do a massive but slow swing to do tons of damage. I didn't even notice the little counter in the bottom when you charge up. It's a buff which stays for a while. You can stack it about 8 times with a cooldown, which if you leave too long will disappear, but you can top it up with a charge to keep it running. And here we go. Was I expecting this game to be Tony Hawk's? No. Gosh, it just amazes me. How much did they smash into this game? Yeah, you got these hoverboards. And yeah, right at the bottom it says you can do tricks. Yeah, only tricks. Sure, I'm sure it serves as another great way of being transport. And it's just really cool. It was really cool just to discover this. There's like a pit full of items here, but there's a bloody turret.
Okay. Hoverboard, save me. Hover away.
Yeah, pretty cool. Discovering not only what they've put in the game, but just what's on the map in general of this bloody turret. Had to build one of these for science.
Oh. That looks pretty scientific.
Oh,
okay.
Presume you can get in there. Oh, no. Like I said, I've got so many questions on what you can do in this game, how you can do it, and why. Why can you do all of this? I suppose I can really do feel that this game has really incorporated so many ideas from different games and built upon this genre, and admittingly the whole crafting survival genre I'm not really familiar with, but I've played a couple and this has really evolved, taking the next successive step. And for me, I suppose a newcomer to this type of game, this one's been a really fun and seamless one to get into. I really like the aesthetic, how the game looks, the third person nature, but also really just how well it runs. Getting pretty good frames on my 1060, which is getting on now, and I've got an i7 6700. And it runs really well, and I could imagine it still run pretty well on lower spec systems as well, while still looking quite beautiful. Especially being a game which is only 10 gigs, because like, Ark Survival is is near on 150 gigs, and a lot of that one does feel dated. And last of all, I'd like to show off these dungeons where you either have a boss fight or puzzles, like the shrines from Zelda. And in this one here, first it was like we looked up and like, oh, how do we get there? And then afterwards, after I just remembered, it's like, oh yeah, we've got all the tools to build stuff. So you could opt for building a ramp all the way up on the walls. I decided in this case to opt for building campfires and building platforms which just float in midair. Just a little bit of puzzle and problem solving to throw into the mix of the game. Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay. And just one more campfire. Yeah.
And
Oh.
clip through the roof.
This is elegant.
Yeah, that's definitely us. Yeah, nothing if not elegant.
Was that it?
Yeah, I think these ones, they're like escape dungeons, just like a work your way up.
Right.
And
Was that fish?
a fish.
I got
Oh, is that a whetstone?
yeah. Oh, another big sword. Nothing like finding loot. Always cool to see new items. So yeah, I think there's a lot to enjoy this game, Crafttopia. I just wish it had a better name, but the game is good. Gameplay is fun. Yeah, I look forward to playing more of it and seeing what else there is to discover and explore. Yeah, I think check it out. It's currently on the Game Pass. Plenty of time that can definitely be sunk into this game. Really just felt hours just melt away. Yeah, I might do an update as I progress and see more into this game. In any case, thanks for watching and we'll see you again.